Now let's check in with KRQE News 13 anchor Elizabeth Alvarez, who has this morning's headlines. Good morning to you.
Good morning, ladies. Yes, we're going to talk about Lobo fever in just a little bit, but first we want to start off by talking about how Albuquerque police are investigating an overnight shooting that sent one officer to the hospital. This happened around 10:30 p.m. Officers were called to Ross and Ortiz near San Mateo in southeast Albuquerque for a domestic disturbance. A woman apparently told police that she was assaulted by a male. After a report was made, police were approached by some other males who had said that they were involved in some sort of a disturbance where a PlayStation had been stolen. Now, at the time, police say they heard something believed to be fireworks or gunshots. Then an officer felt pain in his lower back and fell to the ground. That officer was rushed to the hospital where he underwent emergency surgery. Doctors did remove a bullet from his lower back.
The officer is in good condition. I've had a chance to see him at the hospital. He has come out of surgery and he has real good spirits.
Police are looking for two black males who were seen in the area. Chief Schultz says multiple shots were fired, but police did not shoot. The investigation continues this morning. Developing now, the Albuquerque Police Chief Ray Schultz and Albuquerque's Mayor R.J. Berry are set to meet today. The two are set to discuss Chief Schultz's retirement and the future of APD. You see, on Friday, Chief Schultz sent this letter to the city saying that he would retire soon. Schultz has held the position since 2006 when he was appointed by former Mayor Martin Chavez. His decision to step down comes in the midst of a federal probe by the Justice Department that was sparked by dozens of police-involved shootings and allegations of officer misconduct. Well, the other big story this morning is all about the UNM Lobos, another Mountain West Tournament championship and another trip to the NCAA tournament. You see, the Lobos earned a #3 seed and will take on the 14th seed Harvard on Thursday in Salt Lake City, Utah. You can watch the game on TNT. Tip-off is set for 7:50, so stay tuned for that. And it was certainly just last night that we found out when the Lobos were headed to Salt Lake to take on Harvard, and the pit was packed for it. Thousands of fans were howling and showed up to see the guys and Coach Alford. They had just gotten back from Las Vegas and were happy to show off their trophies. They were eager to hear where and whom they'd play next, and so were the fans, although the fans were a little disappointed that the NCAA didn't give the Lobos even more love.
We really deserve a second seed, but we'll have to match up with these Harvard Crimson, and we'll have fun playing them. And my wife and I are going to Salt Lake City.
A third seed is still good. We're going to Salt Lake City, and possibly a second round game with, or third round game with Arizona. And they're kind of our rivals, so they're right next door to us, and we always had a good game with them.
That's thinking quite a bit ahead because the Lobos will have to win 2 games to see if they want to make it to what's called the Sweet 16, basically the second weekend of games, and possibly take on Arizona. But congrats to the Lobos. We are so excited. It's such an exciting time for them and for really all of New Mexico. That wraps it up for me. For your morning headlines, be sure to catch Matt, Kristen, and myself every weekday morning beginning at 4:30 a.m. on KRQE News 13. Nikki, Kristen, sending it back to you.
Thanks,
Thank
Elizabeth.
you.
There's no doubt that everyone's a Lobo,
That's
for sure.
for sure. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.